The following is a Hallis Beer Hall production.
Big time players make big time plays.
Welcome to Hallis Beer Hall. It's me, Aaron, and Juice on the pod tonight, as it is Sunday night. And Sunday Night Football just wrapped up, so we thought we'd do a little preview because Monday Night Football is coming around and the Bears will be playing. But before we get into that, Connor's MIA in celebration of the football season being back, and let's get into it. So, Thursday Night Football, we had the Chiefs. They lost week 1. Feels unheard of. I don't really care. They're old news. Aaron?
They are old news. I'll say we're skipping ahead. We're skipping ahead to Friday Night Football.
Oh, sorry. Whatever.
Chiefs. I have 3 notes for this game. Chargers look kind of good, I think. I think Justin Herbert's kind of sweet. I think I really have doubled down on my hatred for Travis Kelce. He almost fooled me with all the Taylor Swift stuff, all the podcast stuff. He's a scumbag. And then number 3 is I also don't like Patrick Mahomes. So basically, it's kind of 2 notes wrapped in one. I don't like the Chiefs at all. I'm glad they lost. I'm glad that they seem to be. And I think the Chargers look kind of good. And I think that's exciting. I like Jim Harbaugh. I like Justin Herbert. So happy with the outcome of that game.
Nice.
Yeah, I would agree. Quentin Johnston could catch footballs now, which is fucking pretty sweet to see. Quentin Johnston fucking sucked. And Keenan Allen, how about that? Goes from the Bears to the Los Angeles Chargers and decides to catch fucking 8 balls or some shit. We're skipping the Thursday night game, which is Dak spit on Jalen Carter and Jalen Carter spit on Dak. I'm happy with Darnell Wright. He doesn't spit on any people. That's pretty cool to see. But yeah, Quentin Johnston caught some passes, and then Harrison Butker, piece of shit. Wife should get back in the kitchen. I don't agree with that. I am actually the chef in the kitchen of the family. But yeah, let's go to Sunday games.
Right. So jumping into Sunday. Sorry about that. Jumping in over to Friday, but whatever. Sunday. My comment is that, Rodgers still sucks. He looks slow. He should retire 2 years prior to this one. I don't really care for him. That's just my take on it. So, and we'll get more into the Sunday games as they come around.
Yeah, I think in terms of the Jets Steelers, maybe a hot take, but I love Justin Fields. I'm happy for him. I think he's a good guy. I think he works hard. I think he did nothing to spite us in Chicago. So I'm happy that he looked somewhat competent. I will say, though, and credit to you, Juice, you called this, this was a classic Fields game. He is kind of just a loser. He just loses. He could do everything until the final drive, and then he just loses. It doesn't matter what the situation is. Doesn't matter who he's playing against. He cannot finish games to save his life. That's kind of unfortunate. I hoped he would have beaten Aaron Rodgers, and I hate how smug Aaron Rodgers looked after the whole game, but whatever. But yeah, hoping Justin Fields has a good run in New York.
Justin Fields is 14-30 as a quarterback in the NFL. You guys said that was good. I don't think so. He had Nagy. Mitch looked better under Nagy. So I don't know. You guys root for a guy who's less than fucking 250 win percentage in the NFL, less than 25%. But if that's cool, I mean that's fine. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers beat Justin Fields.
Underdog.
Aaron Rodgers is going to beat Justin Fields 1,000 times out of 100. I don't care if Aaron Rodgers is 65 years old. He's still going to beat fucking Justin Fields. Yeah, next game.
On my list, at least, this is mid-afternoon game was the Lions. Well, actually, I guess it was late afternoon. Lions looked really, really rough against Packers. And I will really hate to say this, but the Packers looked solid for their first game against a broken team. So with no solid OC or DC because they left. And yeah, we'll see how the Lions shape out through the year, but also fuck the Packers.
Yeah, this is where it really comes down to the Lions veteran players figuring out how to take control of this team, right? Amon-Ra needs to kind of rally the troops. Shout out them. They were still fighting towards the end. Isaac Tesla had a crazy catch at the end or at the end of the game. That was kind of sweet.
Oh, the interception.
Tony Romo, fuck that guy. The Tony Romo, fuck that guy that he like literally didn't even pay attention to the catch. Instantly, he's like, "This isn't a catch," and then it clearly was. And then he was like, "Oh, I totally saw that." No, you did not. You've honestly gotten worse as a play caller since you started, or not play caller, broadcaster since you started, and that's kind of frustrating. I think the Lions are still gonna be a good team. They have a ton of talent, but like they have to figure out their identity, I think. And it's again, I think it's I think it's gonna come down to the players on the field. Like they can't rely on their coaches anymore, which I think a lot of good teams do. Like again, like I think you could put any offensive coordinator into the Chiefs system, and Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce are gonna figure it out. They're gonna run that offense. So I think the Lions need to figure out how to do the same thing. Otherwise, they're kind of fucked.
If you guys had to describe the Lions in one word the last 2 years, what would you say the word was?
Dominant.
Good question. If I one word, I would say gritty.
That was
But I
our
don't know.
slogan.
I mean, that's their slogan. Okay, so that means the O line is dominating the D line. Who do you think their leading rusher was today?
Jared Goff.
No, it was Montgomery. But how many yards do you think he had?
He had
26.
Gritty.
he had like 20s.
25.
Yeah. That's rough.
That's
Not
not
good.
good. I mean, that's not going to win you a lot of games.
Not good.
I mean, fucking Jared Goff had -1 rushing yards. Jameson Williams had 3. Jahmyr Gibbs had 9 carries for 19 yards. That's troubling. As both you guys said, I'm real worried about the fucking pack. This team's pretty fucking good.
But again, they played the Lions, who were ass. Like this feels very well. It does not feel like I'm not going to say what I think. Yeah, this could be a little bit of a both an overreaction and underreaction in the same. It's like week one. You know what I mean? Like they played a shitty Lions team that clearly wasn't prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when you lose 8 coaches, it's pretty tough to fucking lock into the season. They lost their offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, O-line coach, receiving coach, DB coach, linebacker coach. It's pretty tough to fucking lock in. But yeah, Jahmyr Gibbs with 19 yards. Lions look bad. Dan Campbell was kicking field goals on like 4th and 2. That's not the Dan Campbell I know. As you guys said, gritty. That's what Aaron said. I'm not seeing the grit out of this fucking team right now. Aiden Hutchinson tried to get in fights. Jameson Williams tried to get in fights. Amon-Ra tried to throw a stiff arm with like 2 minutes left down 15. That's just this team looks bad.
Actually, Hutchinson.
It was a fantastic 2-year run for the Detroit Lions. Congrats on your NFC championship. You guys are fucking sent back to 4th place in the NFC North for the next 25 years. But it was a good run. You guys went to the NFC championship. So congratulations. Next game, Hank.
I don't really have a next game as I wasn't able to watch a lot of them, but I did, as I was doing stuff, hear some really bad news, as the worst team of the NFL after week 1 is probably going to be the Dolphins, who got absolutely clapped by the Colts with 2 interceptions, a fumble, multiple sacks. I'm surprised he didn't get carted off the field, and he only had 114 yards on the day. But, the defense didn't help him at all as they let up 272 yards against them.
Yeah, my notes for this game: shout out the guy that sings the Colts song. This is our Colts. He's fucking sweet. Shout out him. Shout out Daniel Jones.
Bleed blue.
Yeah, exactly. Back the shoe or whatever the fuck he says. Yeah, shout out him. I think thumb down to Daniel Jones for hawking all of Jonathan Taylor's touchdowns. Thumbs up to Mike McDaniels getting fired before week 4. I think we called that. He kind of stinks. I think Mike McDaniels is a really fun coach when you're good, and I think he's a really annoying coach when you're bad. So I think he's out maybe before week 4. I don't really know. Yeah. Are the Colts back? Some are asking. What do you think, Juice?
This is our team. We bleed blue. This is our Colts. Whether win or lose, we love them. For the shoe, beat the Dolphins. Let's do it for good old Jim. This is our team. Go Colts!
I had not heard the "Do It for Jim" this week. That's something.
That's so
Colts
funny.
might be the best team in the league. Daniel Jones, so back. MVP future. Him and Shane Steichen, nasty. You bench Anthony Richardson for Daniel Jones, and you fucking cook. I needed Jonathan Taylor touchdown, so I kind of agree with you, Aaron. That would have been the good call there. But they fucked up the Dolphins. Mike McDaniel's not making it week 4. He's vaping too much on the sidelines. Yeah, Colts are good.
Yeah. Next, going straight into Sunday Night Football, unless you guys want to get into any other games that you thought were relevant.
The only game I want to put out, just because I'm living in Seattle right now, Seahawks stink. They can't be the 49ers. They let the 49ers fans come into their stadium and kind of take it over. It's kind of a rivalry. I wish that the Seahawks would have won, but they lost in classic Seahawks fashion. Sam Darnold fumble off of the tackles back in the last minute to lose the game. So shout out to the Seahawks for being horrible. That's all I have, Hank. Back to you.
Yeah, I think the Bengals beat the Browns by 1. The Browns could have made an extra point or a fucking field goal. I'm still gonna hate on Joe Burrow. I don't think he's that good. I mean, that's my hottest take in the NFL. I don't think Joe Burrow is that good. 49ers barely beat the Seahawks. I agree with you, Aaron. Sam Darnold, fumble by Nick Bosa on the 10-yard line with about a minute left in the game. That was fucking crazy. Buccaneers beat the Falcons. That was cool. I like Baker. Penix fucking sucks. Penix, if he's listening to the podcast. Broncos beat the Titans. Nope, go.
Oh, sorry. I have two that I have to ask you questions on, but I'll save the second one for later. But on the Penix one, like, what more could he have done? I feel like he was doing a lot. Like, he's decent. He's young. He's still learning, and like, he still got them to the position to get them to overtime.
I agree. Falcons defense looked good, especially under their head coach Raheem Morris. They drafted safety Xavier Watts out of Notre Dame. Almost picked off Baker a couple times today. Baker threw it into double coverage. I didn't know Baker led the league in interceptions last year. That's kind of a fun stat. Jameis Jr. is what some are calling him. But yeah, Rams Texans was a fucking shit game, 14-9. What a fucking boring game. Puka Nacua left the game. His eye was bleeding. He had a concussion, but he came back to the game. That was pretty cool to see. That's a big time. Players make big time plays. Fucking play. I think CJ Stroud is ass, and I think Jane Daniels isn't good. And I think Joe Burrow's not good. Those are my big 3. Those are my 3 shittiest quarterbacks of the week.
On the Joe Burrow one, do you think, like, I feel like their coach has to get fired first. That guy's been horrible.
Zach Taylor, I agree. Defensive coordinator is Al Golden from Notre Dame, who led them to the national championship last year. Al Golden looked real fucking good against the Browns. Yeah, fucking fire Zach Taylor. I'm on board with that, and promote Al Golden, the head coach, and the Bengals would have an actual good defense. I feel like offense, they don't even need a good coach. They could have fucking Shane Waldron or Luke Getsy, and they'd still figure that shit out on offense with the amount of weapons they have. Really wanted the Browns. Did you guys see the play or the series where Myles Garrett had 3 sacks and fucking 3 plays on Joe Burrow? I thought that was going to put the game on ice. And I hate to say this, I think Flacco's time might be up. I think Flacco, at 74 years old, I think it might the game might have passed him by.
Might as well try something new. The Bengals is who my wife picked for her survivor pick, and she was on the ropes. I thought she lost it, so I'm glad. I guess the Bengals pulled through for that, but I agree. I personally like Joe Burrow, but I don't like the Bengals. I don't like Zach Taylor, and I don't really like the Browns. So I'm just like, the Browns just blow it up. Go with one of the 4 rookie quarterbacks you have and try something new.
Last
Yeah.
game of the night, Ravens Bills. Hankster, you got any notes on that?
My only thing is, by far, it was the game of the day. Prime time on Sunday evening. They came, put on a fucking show. Both teams combined 81 points. And gotta say it, Josh Allen is new comeback king. And all rights after week 1, MVP for sure.
Yeah, I think thumbs up to both offenses, thumbs up to the quarterbacks. I think thumbs down to Chris Collinsworth, Mike Tirico. I was sick of hearing them gush over every single movement that the quarterbacks made. Shout out the Bills fans, except for the one that punched Lamar Jackson in the face. And then I think, yeah, it was an incredible game. I think the back and forth is crazy. I will say it's like, when you get to these quarterbacks that are the level of a Lamar Jackson or a Josh Allen or a Patrick Mahomes or whoever, like, you just have to wait for them to make a mistake. There's no stopping them. It doesn't matter. You could have the best defense in the world. They're going to put up 40 fucking points. So it's frustrating in a way because it's like, well, we're just watching like whichever quarterback has the last possession, but it's also makes for incredible television. So it was a great game as a neutral to watch.
Yeah, it turns out Derrick Henry's still pretty fucking good. What,
Yeah,
2
Jesus
touchdowns, I
fucking
think, from Derrick
Christ.
Henry?
Man, is a
He's
tank.
pretty fucking good. Zay Flowers is pretty fucking good. I think if Zay Flowers played in the AFC Championship game last year, they probably would have beat the Bills. Even though Mark Andrews dropped a touchdown, if he caught that last year, the Ravens still would have won. But now they got Zay Flowers, which is even a extra addition to the fucking Ravens. Derrick Henry's 6'3", 250 pounds. I feel like your backup linebackers and your safeties, they can't tackle that. I mean, he stiff armed maybe like 57 people tonight. I mean, Derrick Henry's still fucking good. But at the end of the day, Josh Allen won MVP last year, and he proved it why. 41-40, Bills win. Not a race thing, but I'm happy Josh Allen won MVP because he won the fucking game. And Bears tomorrow night.
Yeah, let's get into the meat and potatoes. Monday Night Football, primetime, Bears, Vikings. Aaron, lead us off.
Yeah, for sure. So starting with a lot of injuries, honestly, on both sides of the ball. Starting with the Vikings, Xavier Scott's out, running back. He's like fourth on the depth chart, doesn't really matter. Elijah Williams, defensive line out. Third on the depth chart, doesn't really matter. Two big ones though. Harrison Smith out, sickness, not even traveling with the team. He's for sure done. That's huge. Safety. I was listening to Courtney Cronin on Waddle and Sylvie. She was talking about how she thinks the Bears will run a lot of 11 personnel instead of 12 just because the DBs are in trouble in Minnesota. So that could be interesting to watch for. Christian Darrisaw, their left tackle, questionable. I think he probably would play, but something to watch out for. Not that it really matters because our pass rush isn't great, but who knows? Maybe we can be surprised. So they're dealing with some big names out. Bears, we have TJ Edwards doubtful. That's a huge loss. It looks like Hippolyte would slide in there. And then I don't even know who goes in post that. We still have Tremaine. Noah Sewell's behind him. So we'll have to figure out what's going on linebacker. Josh Blackwell, DB questionable. Kyler Gordon, DB questionable. Jalen Johnson, DB questionable. So kind of across the defensive backs, we're kind of in trouble, which we're kind of like light on anyway. So Nashawn Wright might go in for the Bears for Jalen, and then for Kyler, yeah, I just don't even kind of know what's going on there. Roshan Johnson, questionable as well. Kyle Monungai didn't really have a designation, but he was kind of limited at practice. So Ben Johnson has to figure out kind of what's going on across the injury landscape. But I guess it's nice to see that both teams are kind of beat up. Do either of you guys have thoughts on those?
Yeah. So obviously Hippolyte, TJ Edwards, that's a huge loss. We signed this guy named DeMarco Jackson, middle name Cornelius. I don't know if that's important to the pod, but he went to Appalachian State. He's pretty fucking good. The last 3 years, he played for the New Orleans Saints, who their defensive coordinator was Dennis Allen, none other. and it's his first year for the Bears. He has 26 tackles, a fumble recovery, and a soup and score for the Saints last year. I think DeMarco Jackson is going to be a fucking beast for us. I trust him a lot more than Hippolyte. He's been in the league for 3 years. He obviously went to Appalachian State, like I just said, so he was a first-team All-Sun Belt, and he was a Sun Belt Defensive Player of the Year about 3 years ago. I think this DeMarco Jackson guy is going to be real fucking good. Don't sleep on him at all. Hippolyte's fucking fast. I don't trust Hippolyte at all. I'd rather have a guy who played for 3 years under Dennis Allen, and Dennis Allen knows what his strengths and weaknesses are. So, DeMarco Jackson. Trust DeMarco Jackson 100%. I think tomorrow night, if Harrison Smith's out of the game, that's when you take those shots. That's when you take Rome and DJ and you run them underneath 5 yards out, 10 yards in, and that's when you hit Zacchaeus deep, or that's when you hit Luther Burden deep. We need a big shot play at the to get this team going. I just hope Caleb, his deep ball is improved. Obviously, watching Jared Goff tonight, I don't think he threw a pass over fucking 15 yards, and it was pretty pathetic to see. But it gives me hope. It gives me confidence in Ben Johnson. I think Caleb's going to throw a pass. It's going to be a 35-yard or more touchdown. Look out for Zacchaeus tomorrow, and look out for Luther Burden tomorrow.
I guess that's
all I got on the Bears. And I hope Torrey Taylor throws a fucking touchdown pass too, but that's not going to happen.
I think that's a good move into my question, I guess, is what do you think the first play of the game will be when the Bears get the ball?
First play of the game when the Bears get the ball.
Run, pass.
That's a great question. I don't know if this is what they're going to do. What I would like to do is remember the first preseason game where Caleb Williams had Colson Loveland running out to the right, kind of going to the side, and then Caleb threw him the ball, and like that just got everything moving. It got everyone in kind of into rhythm. It was a quick, easy play, quick, easy gain. I'd like to see something like that. Get the ball out of Caleb's hands, something quick, something fast. I will say there is going to be nothing that pisses me off more if we make mistakes during the scripted first drive. That should be figured the fuck out. They need to have that shit on lock. So I'd like to see some easy throws from Caleb, get everyone in rhythm, get everyone going, get some momentum going. So I'm going to say like quick, easy pass to Colson Loveland on the right-hand side.
Okay. So T formation, pass out to Colson Loveland. Got it.
Yeah, I already started drinking for the game tomorrow. Games in about 21 hours, but yeah, I'm ready to go. Me and Pops will be there. Section, I don't even know, 300 something. What I'm looking forward to is our left tackle situation. If Braxton Jones is getting his ass kicked, I'd like a run to the left side, and if Braxton Jones gets his ass kicked, that's what you put in Theo, and just see where the season goes. I was talking to the boys at the bar tonight, and obviously guys at a bar in Chicago who are white are calling for Tyson Bagent to come into the game. So
okay,
if at halftime we have 0 points, it's going to be real tough for our quarterback. I hope that's not the case. Like you were saying, Aaron, I kind of hope it's a naked bootleg or maybe even just a bootleg outright. Hit Cole Kmet or Colston Loveland across the middle. DJ Moore and Roma Dunte, like I said, they could not be more obvious weapons across the middle. So hit Zacchaeus or hit fucking Travis Homer. If we're in T formation, like Hank said, just try and run this offense of. I'd like to see a run to the left side of the field, and then second play, I'd like to see the fake run on the left side of the field, and then Caleb rolls out right and hits one of these targets, dude. We have so many fucking targets. Throw it to Luther. Throw it to Zacchaeus. Olamide fucking Zacchaeus, and throw it to Colston Loveland, and just get them going, man. Just set them up for success. I know how much Hank loves screens, so that would be a bad call for us. Hank, what do you think about a screen play one?
No comment. I'm already fuming. By the silence, I just unless it's like a fake to one side and then go to the other, sure. But if it's not positive yards and we just waste a play, a down, I'm done. I'm just mad. Screenplays are dumb.
Fair.
And that's probably a really meatball take because I'm sure they have some significance in the game, but every time I've seen one, majority of the time they're negative yards.
McCarthy sucks, dude. We're winning this fucking game. That's it. That's all I got. JJ McCarthy bad.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I think one note on JJ McCarthy, his homecoming. So his first Bears game was at Soldier Field against the Vikings. That's kind of cool. His dad came on to Waddle and Sylvie, and did an interview, and he was actually super likable. I actually liked his take. They asked him, they're like, "Hey, like, are you gonna Jesus Christ, cheer for the Bears at all?" And he was like, "No, like I'm gonna cheer for my blood," which totally makes sense. But like this guy sounded incredibly Chicagoan. Like this guy has been obviously watching the Bears for a very long time, Chicago family, and I think just had some like really good takes on. He even had a "Go Bears, Go Vikings." Like he's hoping the Bears do well, but obviously he's gonna cheer for the Vikings first. And yeah, I just thought it was a likable conversation. He prefers Waddle as his favorite radio host. Clearly hasn't listened to House Beer Hall, but that's okay. But it'll be interesting to see kind of like it's cool to see I guess a full circle moment for that family, especially being from Chicagoland area.
I mean, it's LaGrange, so yeah, JJ grew up spoiled and then went fucking IMG Academy in Florida. So it's like, yeah, nice shit, bro. You had a fucking 5-star O-line your whole career. How about Montez Sweat and fucking Big Bill in your fucking face? They're gonna eat your ass. Pause, Connor. But they're gonna fuck you up, dude. I can't lie. Fucking DeMarco Jackson is gonna be fucking sweet. Bears win 24-17. I can't wait. I'll do a live
24-17.
pod in the fourth quarter, maybe. if I know how to turn my camera.
Sort of snippet from section, what was it? It was 353, I think, right? Yeah.
You get like 323 or
Go
something.
find the man.
That's a tomorrow problem.
Yeah.
I'm already drinking for the game, so
I'm thinking 24-12 Bears, but that's I think optimistic. But
24-12. Where does the 12 come from? Is that 2 touchdowns, missed extra points, or are you talking about they're only getting field goals?
Probably field goals or a
Ben don't break. That's Dennis Allen. Ben don't break.
I like our defensive coordinator. I think our defense. Even with a lot of our injuries, I think our second line guys really want to play. So I think they're gonna be decent.
I hope.
No, I mean no Jordan Addison. Like we didn't mention that during the injuries, but he's suspended because he's a cheater. So like they are hurting. Rookie quarterback Justin Jefferson's been dealing with some stuff. I mean he's still gonna scorch us, but Jordan Addison's out. Christian Darrisaw could be out. Like they are playing hurt, so we'll see how that goes. I think the one thing that we have going for us though, well, 2 things. Caleb Williams was actually really sweet against the Vikings last year. Like he had 531 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions in both games. They lost both games, but I don't know if that's completely his fault. And then Ben Johnson, in going against Brian Flores, is 4-0 with the Lions averaging 31 points per game. So basically, like my only hope is that Ben Johnson kind of has Brian Flores' number. And kind of understands what he's trying to do. Whether or not he can get everyone to buy into that is another thing. But at the same time, it's like we have this new O-line where he's seeing Joe Tooney for the first time. Drew Dahlman is a really good center who can point out where these blitzes are coming from. Like, I just think with the combo of the new O-line and Ben Johnson, if Caleb Williams just fucking like listens to the play calls, then like hopefully they can out scheme maybe this Brian Flores kind of crazy blitz type defense.
I have a question for you guys. Touchdown scores tomorrow night for the Bears.
So I have us at 28. So I have us at 4 touchdowns. I think I have DeAndre Swift 1. I have Cole Kmet 1. I have a Caleb Williams rush 1. And then I'm gonna go Rome because I want Hank to get excited about his fantasy matchup that he's about to lose.
I'm probably obviously Rome one. I think Moore is just gonna be covered too much, so I don't know if he'll really get one unless he does like a weird running touchdown from the backfield, which will be wild, like a jet sweep or something that made up. As much as I saw Loveland being targeted, I would like Komet to be one of them because of, just get him some love. And then probably a Swift because I think that goes up to 24. So my takes.
Bears defense plus 850.
Hey, I like
JJ
this.
fucking sucks. We're picking him off. We're taking that
Oh,
shit
you
to the
think
house.
it's take 6? All right, shit.
Take 6, scoop and score, blocked punt to the house. We took a block punt to the house to the end zone last year. Jonathan Owens,
Yeah.
Simone Biles, Jonathan Owens. Obviously, Jonathan Owens is the most notable in that relationship. And then Olamide Zacchaeus plus 450 touchdown. That's what I'm thinking. Kyle Mononga is plus 380. Hate that. I don't even think he's gonna fucking play. But yeah, let's pod in 2 days and see if that's the right call or not. But Zacchaeus and Bears touchdown. Bears defense touchdown is what I'm thinking.
Do you, Juice, as someone who has sacked JJ McCarthy, do you also do you have a special connection with whatever Bears player sacks him? Like not like an Eskimo brother, but like a polar bear brother? Like is that a thing? Like what's the same sack type of thing?
Yeah. By the transitive property, Tom Brady said JJ McCarthy's the best quarterback to go to Michigan besides him. So I'd sack Tom Brady. But besides him, I would like somebody else to score or fucking sack JJ McCarthy besides me. If Montez Sweat does not sack JJ McCarthy, he's not as good as me. If Big Bill doesn't sack JJ McCarthy, he is good as me because he's a handsome guy. And if Grady Jarrett does sack JJ McCarthy, he is as good as me. Besides that, I would like Austin Booker. Is he fucking healthy? I don't even fucking know. I hope he is. But yeah, I mean, this D line's got to get a rush on him. Dio Adeyingbo, over 1.5 sacks. That's also my other play tomorrow. People are hating on this contract coming from the Colts. I watched this film, the All 22, last couple hours, and Dio Adeyingbo is going to sack JJ McCarthy, especially if Darisaw doesn't fucking play.
Let's go. It's just gonna be a sack fest.
I can't wait till Austin Booker comes back off of the IR. Like he was so good in preseason. Like we need I that's what I'm like. We saw him go on the IR. I almost was like, what did we offer Micah Parsons? You know what I mean? Like we needed somebody to fucking some maybe somebody will step up. Like maybe Dom Rob will be a fucking train wrecker out there, but we'll see how it goes. I do have one more question for you guys. Hughes, I think you kind of previewed where you're going to be watching, but like, how are you guys watching the game? What's the setup? What's opening night look for you guys? Bueller.
Sorry, I think the call cut out a little bit there. I'll edit that. I most likely tomorrow will probably start a fire. Hopefully it'll be in the 60s, and then I'll be playing the audio from my garage TV. And
I love that. The garage looks so good, Hank. That's the dream. It's like getting the garage ready to go for bear season.
yeah, just chilling outside with the pup, and maybe Sloan will join. And we'll just listen to the Bears pummel the Vikings, or vice versa.
Aaron, what about you?
I am going to. It's a pizzeria shop called West of Chicago Pizza Co. It is a guy who was a chef in Chicago, fell in love with Chicago food, came up with his own deep dish and thin crust recipe. Started working out a commissary kitchen. I found him because he was doing a Italian beef pop up. I will say I love West Chicago Pizza Co. Not a big fan of their Italian beefs. That's fine, but their pizza is really good. So going there with some people from a softball team, some coworkers, hoping to get a little bit of a Chicago group going there, and it should be good. They're planning on doing all the games. He's opening up at 10 a.m. West Coast. We have 10 a.m. games for all their early games, and he makes homemade bratwurst for every Bears home game. So it should be a good time.
That sounds awesome. 7:15 tomorrow. I'll be at Soldier Field.
Oh,
Like I
fucking
said,
yeah.
Game starts in 19 hours. May not sleep tonight.
Live
This
reporting.
is like the night before Christmas for me. Live recording, maybe. Vikings are picked by 1.5 right now. I don't know if I love that. Bears are plus 105. $500 bet right there on the Bears. We're winning $1,000 tomorrow. I'll be at Soldier Field. Gates open at 5 p.m. I'll be there.
You and Pops?
Pops and I,
Yeah.
new seats. Yeah, 100%.
Hell
Yeah, Pops and I'll be there. No beers consumed, except before the game when we drink 70 on the L to the way to Soldier Field. JJ McCarthy's fucking bitch, bro. We're winning this game. I'm so sick of this fucking Vikings talking shit. They went 14-2 with fucking Sam Darnold. JJ McCarthy hasn't played a regular season snap in his whole fucking career. And Caleb Williams has Ben Johnson, the best offensive coach in the fucking game. Aaron, like you said tonight, they circle the playoff teams in the NFC North. They circle the Vikings. They circle the Packers. They circle the Lions. The Lions look like shit. And they did not circle the fucking Bears. The Bears are a fucking playoff team. We're going 9-8. We're going 10-7. We're making the fucking playoffs. We're beating the Vikings tomorrow. Kevin O'Connell's a fucking bitch. He's not a good play caller. This isn't Sam Darnold anymore. This is JJ McCarthy from Nazareth Academy in LaGrange, Illinois, who went to IMG, who had 5-star receivers, and he's never seen fucking Andrew Billings up the A gap on a fucking 3rd and 4. We are winning this fucking game. Let's go, Bears. Bear down. Pride and joy of Illinois. Let's handle business tomorrow night, and I will see you guys on Tuesday.
Well, a lot of things happen today.
Sometimes life deals you bananas and you gotta just say, fuck it, I'm gonna eat that shit.
I'm not touching it. Cut it. Cut it.
We're cutting
I
it.
had,
We're
I had
done.
to tie that in.
We're out.
And they were all great. And they were all thrilling. And they were all dramatic.
But you know what? Get big, get tough, and get fucked.
Too bad we couldn't have had
Hot, juicy cake takes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
some
fine.
hot cakes on the griddle. You know what I'm saying?